Hey guys, welcome to Heart to Talk, the podcast. I am the host and creator, Teresa Caesar. My intention for this podcast is to deliver to you wisdom, inspiration, and consciousness through solo episodes and conversations amongst insightful people. It is my greatest honor to bring to you talks that come from the heart. Welcome back, friends. I'm so excited you're here with me. If you're new to the journey of Heart to Talk, welcome. And if you've been on this with me, thank you so much for tuning in to each episode. I'm just so grateful and honored. And be sure to download each time you listen. And also, if you don't mind, writing a review on whatever platform you choose to follow the show on. Spotify, Apple, doesn't matter. I would love to hear from you, and your time is greatly appreciated. All right, so diving back into today's episode, I'm going to explain the power of one of my most favorite daily affirmations. Now, a lot of times when I get interviewed or talk about the work that I do as Affirmation Babe and the podcasting, people, they'll ask me like, what is your favorite affirmation, your go-to? And although I switch them up depending on what I'm going through, what I want to accomplish, the goals I have, I always use this affirmation, and that is, I am turning every situation in my favor. This powerful affirmation is a cornerstone of my daily routine. I turn it into basically a mantra. It sets the tone for my day and shaping my approach to just the things I've got to handle, the challenges, the opportunities that I'm taking up, whether it's something new I'm trying out. It's always scary when you're trying something new. So I always just affirm that I'm turning every situation in my favor. It's a belief that not only helps me navigate life's twists and turns, it just really gets me into the energy and mindset of just taking chances, taking risks, having the courage to show up. It allows me to recognize and appreciate the things that are already working in my favor. There's incredible power in using the affirmation, I'm turning every situation in my favor. And I invite you all to embrace it as well and share it with anybody that you think would benefit from hearing this and having this mindset and approach. Throughout the episode, I'll share what makes this affirmation so potent and provide you with tips and strategies to start turning situations in your favor. So friends, let's get started. Okay, so let's first talk about the concept of the word favor. When we think of it's in my favor, you think it's for you, it supports you, right? It's good, it's beneficial. Not only do I seek to receive this energy in every aspect of life, from work to health, finances, and relationships, but I always ask for favor in my children's experiences with school, their endeavors, their hopes and dreams, for my friends and families, even strangers. May that situation go in their favor. It's almost like sending a good blessing for someone, right? Secretly. And when I enter a situation, whether I'm going for an interview, whether I'm going to an important meeting or an appointment, I claim that it'll be in my favor, not just for the benefit of me, but also for the greater good of everyone involved. As we dive deeper in the power of favor, let's explore how we can activate this energy in our lives and how it can contribute to our personal growth and the well-being of those around us. I can control what I do, how I respond, how I show up, but I can't control others, right? I can't control that this relationship changed or that I was denied this application or turned down by this person. So I'm going to choose the favor in it for me. I can choose to see it as it's my protection, as the mistake, as a learning experience. So that's truly what that means, is spinning that energy. So when you walk out the door in that power and energy, you're ready to handle something, as opposed to coming in to the world thinking that everything's against you, showing up in the world in a defensive energy, like I don't trust people or they're out to get me. And that, believe it or not, like even though you think you're protecting yourself, you're actually drawing more attention and energy for those situations to come in, as opposed to being in this trusting energy, believing that people have your best interest or they're not out to get you. And of course, like, we have to walk into this world with discernment, be observant of your situations and make good choices of where you position yourself. Choosing to turn everything in your favor and that everything is in your favor is just so powerful. And it honestly makes it fun. Instead of like drowning in the problems and magnifying it, feeling like a problem is forever, you start to just look for solutions. And you really just change your default setting, and even doing it for others, right? Like, a lot of times people will start with how bad things are going, things are so scary, and that's like the story or the narrative. But the cool thing is, because you're now in this turning things in your favor mindset, energy, or mode, you can then begin to model that for others and then invite others to do it when they're maybe complaining. Be like, wow, I see that, right? You want to honor like what is. It's not about faking about an illness or a disease or a horrible relationship or a relationship that is not healthy. Whatever it is, it's not that you're not honoring it. You're not staying stuck in being victimized by this circumstance or the situation, but rather just pivoting it into a solution-based mindset. And it's just powerful because in that you invite just more support. So with that being said, you're not just alone in this turning things in your favor. It is on you to decide you want to. It is on you to believe you can and trust and have faith that it is. And then when you do that, you automatically open what I call like this just energetic activation, where you invite that higher power, whether it's your highest version of you, your highest self, whether it's the universe, Jesus, God, Muhammad, whatever higher power you believe. How many things in your life, whether you're spiritual, religious, whatever you want to categorize yourself, have you had an experience where you're like, that is unexplainable? That's why things are mystical or magical, or they call it supernatural. And so that, to you, my friends, is a prime example of that magic behind the scenes, the unseen. That truly is really where the things that will work in your favor happen, in that land of the unseen, right? I trust in what I can't see more than I can, because how it will work out doesn't matter. I just trust that it will. I keep showing up, making things happen, staying in that positive flow, and things and people will come in to make it happen. And it's so powerful and magical. That's the reason why I'm like so passionate about preaching this affirmation, because that's truly how I have been able to deliver all the things, my dreams, deliver an energy of just newness, an energy of empowerment in being a mother, just navigating life, a career, as well as building a heart-centered business and brand. So I have found that I receive energy. I receive more time. It's expanded for me. I don't feel stressed out. I have minimal nights where I can't sleep. And if I do feel like I can't sleep or I'm stressed by all the things, I am not turning things in my favor. I'm allowing the things to consume me. I'm becoming victimized by that, right? So now I'm going to go into a few examples of how you can turn challenging situations in your favor. These are situations that tend to be universal. So the first one is job loss. So instead of feeling defeated, see it as an opportunity to find the courage to revamp your resume and apply for that dream position you've always wanted or dream job. Use this time to challenge yourself and aim for growth rather than staying in your comfort zone. A second example is an end of a relationship. To turn this in your favor, view it as an opportunity to focus on loving yourself more, appreciating what remains in your life and is loving you at that time. Take the time to learn from the experience so that in your next relationship, you'll be emotionally ready in a healthier mindset and energy. A health setback. If you encounter a health setback, see it as a chance to prioritize self-care and well-being. Use this time to adopt healthier habits and be committed to them, right? Seek support from professionals and learn more about your body and its needs. And then for financial strain, that tends to be a big one. Instead of feeling overwhelmed by financial difficulties, use it as an opportunity to release your habits and be really honest about it. Maybe you create a budget and just have fun with it. Explore new ways to generate income or save money. Be open to other sources of income. Elevate your your energy and being in like the receiving mode. Have a positive money mindset, a magical mindset. You always want to like thank any money that's already with, in your bank account. Thank the checks that arrive. And when you pay for things, pay with love. Pay people back with love. Pay your bills with love. And then you grow that money that comes. And then you use this powerful affirmation. It's Bob Proctor has created it, and I just love it. And I use it actually every day as well. And it goes like this. I am so happy and grateful now that money comes to me in increasing amounts through multiple sources on an ongoing basis. So powerful. Repeat that and you will just see how like magical ways that money just kind of flows to you. Also, like your debt, instead of feeling shame and overwhelmed by debt and losing sleep over it, see it as an opportunity to take control of your financial situation. Create a realistic repayment plan, explore debt consolidation options, and consider seeking financial advice to develop a strategy for becoming debt-free. As you work towards reducing and eliminating your debt, you can also aim to build a stronger financial foundation for your future. So it's not the end of the world. There are solutions. Again, that could be a problem that just eats away at every other part of your life. Is it interfering in your relationships, how you show up at work? It's really important to isolate whatever the problem is and magically turn it into your favor. So then that your story could be a story of, let me tell you how I was that person in debt and now I'm here. Let me tell you how I was that person that was overweight and unhealthy. Let me tell you how I overcame this illness. So you're turning your situation in your favor. And the beautiful thing is when you do that, when you help yourself, it helps others. You begin to show up just in a better light energy around your family and friends. And then people might ask you, what are you doing? And you're going to tell them you're turning everything in your favor and that they can too, right? Imagine if everybody in the world was turning every situation in their favor. It's so transformative. And the next one is missed opportunity. If you miss out on a significant opportunity, don't beat yourself up. Consider it as a chance to redirect your focus and energy towards a new path that aligns better with your long-term goals and values. Criticism or failure. When faced with criticism or failure, use it as an opportunity to learn and grow. Embrace the feedback, identify areas for improvement, and turn it into motivation to excel in your endeavors. And change of plans. If your plans change suddenly, see it as an opportunity to learn to be flexible. Figure out another thing to do. Adapt to new circumstances and explore alternative options that may lead to unexpected and even more positive outcomes that you need in that moment. Remember, that saying like everything happens for a reason? What is that saying? Turning lemons into lemonade or seeing a glass half full, not empty. So those are just a few examples, but I do it on a daily basis. And I invite you to do the same. Again, make it fun, like turn it into a game, and you start to become this like powerful problem solver, really. By approaching these situations with a positive mindset and a willingness to learn and grow, you can turn them into opportunities for personal development, growth, empowerment, and really give a positive change in your life. And you'll start to really feel success. You'll start to feel confident and you will regain energy, life force energy, I like to call it. So as I wrap up this episode, I just invite you to start your mornings with this affirmation. I am turning every situation in my favor. When faced with an obstacle or a situation that seems contrary to your desires or that's challenging you in some way or triggering you, practice this affirmation and change yourself to find solutions, to turn step backs into stepping stones, and to make lemons into lemonade. Train yourself to look at the glass as half full, not as half empty. And you'll begin to see the world and the universe conspire to support you. You'll find yourself in the right place at the right time, and opportunities will present themselves. By embracing this mindset and believing in the power of turning things in your favor, you not only empower yourself, but you also invite the universe and everyone else to conspire in your favor. Remember, you have the ability to shape your experiences and influence the world around you. I encourage you to carry this affirmation with you and watch as your life unfolds in ways that support your growth, well-being, and success. I look forward to connecting with you in the next episode. Until then, may you continue to turn every situation in your favor. Thank you so much for tuning into this episode. Please download, rate, subscribe, and share this podcast. Also, be sure to visit my website at teresacaesar.com to check out my inspirational merch, connect to my social accounts, and much more. May you continue to be filled with wisdom, inspiration, and consciousness. Otherwise, friends, I will be back in 2 weeks for another episode of Heart to Talk.